Good time zone, everyone. And apparently, I can hear myself on another thing again. Where do I have myself on? Where do I have myself on? Hello? There it is. I was wondering why I was hearing myself doubled up. Okay, there we go. Good time zone, everyone. My name is Tiffany Witcher, otherwise known as the VTuber Charity Witcher on Twitch. This is Coven Talk. This is a place where we invite VTubers of all different sizes, big, small, PNGs, 3Ds, and 2D, to come in and talk about their experience. This discussion is a very special one. We are going to be talking about hags, aka VTubers who are 35 and older. So I already put up the application. Our King Talamar here was not added to the initial flyer.
Goodbye. If anyone needs me.
Goodbye.
But he is now updated. Oh, your pronouns to King Talamar. I'm so sorry.
He, him, please.
He, him. Okay, just want to make sure. He is now added on because there was a mishap with the email. So if you do have questions, please leave your questions to the end of the questionnaire. I will be asking questions between now and the end of the show. We're going to try to get through this a little faster. Wild Spice is on their way. So Wild Spice may just randomly pop in. Wild Spice may just randomly pop in. And yeah, we're going to get started. So the first question is, we're going to be going from King Talamar all the way to Layla at the beginning, and then I will go randomly from there. So, King Talamar, the first question is, what's your name? How long have you been streaming?
I am King Talamar Bold Blazer, king of a faraway land. I have been streaming for roughly 3 years at this point. And, what was the other part of the question?
You answered it.
Oh, all right, there you go. Hey.
Geronimo, you're next.
Oh, what was the
What's your name and how long have you been streaming?
Oh,
Wow, we are old.
Wonderful
yeah.
start.
This is a great start.
Nice to meet y'all. My name is Geronimo Kiddo. I've been streaming for 3+ years.
Trixie, what's your name and how long you been streaming?
Hello. My name is Trixie M. Ensign, your Gladys Mad Scientist. I've been streaming since November of 2021.
Okay. All right. And then we have finally Layla. What's your name and how long you been streaming?
So, I am your Warden of Dreams. I am TK Layla, she, her pronouns. My very first stream was all the way back in November 2013, but I first went full-time back in 2020, and my VTubing journey started on February 2021.
Wonderful to hear. So we do have questions that all of our guests have gotten in advance. King Talamar, you can check in the questionnaire section if you just in case.
I sent him.
You sent it. Okay, you sent them. Okay, awesome. Awesome.
I thought
great.
that was spam too.
Okay, so what kind of content do you make? Let's start with Geronimo.
Oh, thank you.
Geronimo?
I think
I
GK,
muted it. I didn't know it. But so my content, I do variety content, but I got a passion for horror. So I kind of do I do horror where I'm going to scream.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be my content.
Trixie, what kind of content do you make?
Lord knows the world needs another variety gaming streamer. And right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find more of a niche. I want to get more into writing and such. Oh, hey, Wild Spice. I have done a few, couple of dives into horribly written erotica. I want to do more of that. It's very funny.
Okay, that's...
Nice.
I did not see that coming. Layla, what kind of content do you make?
So for me, also a variety streamer, I play a different bunch of games both on my own, with the community that I have, and also with collabs with fellow VTubers like your wonderful selves. We also do a lot of watch-alongs and react to things. I know last year we did the watch-along for the VTuber Awards of 2024. I do clips and video editing both for myself and also for others when the time allows. Mostly just as a fan, so I'm always happy to do that. And I also do esport commentary as well. And I've done that since February 2018. So
Can you turn
yeah.
up the audio? Who is hard to hear?
Ooh.
Because I have turned up. Oh, Wild Spice is here.
Oh, hey, how's it
Awesome.
going?
Find a spot and just slide on
It's
in.
the stream now.
Right.
My stream
Oh,
now.
let me just hop in.
I have to leave. Let me scoot over, Rick. Let me leave and scoot over again. I'll be
Wait.
right back.
There he goes.
Hold on.
Okay, scoot over
Got
just
it.
a little bit. If we can get Trixie just to scoot a little bit over, and then
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh.
I have to leave.
Out the door.
Damn. Well,
And then
okay.
Wild Spice, if you want to scoot over a little bit to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna be on
Slide
top
to the
of
left.
Layla.
Crisscross.
There we go.
Everybody
Perfect.
clap
Perfect.
your hands.
Perfect. I'm getting this.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm coming back. I'm on my
It's called
way.
the-
Okay.
It's called the cha-cha slide for
I'll
those who
shrink
don't know
down
that
a little
song.
bit. There we go. That looks great. Okay, awesome. Someone said
right.
it was hard to hear y'all. I do have y'all all turned up all the way, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do
Okay.
Ah.
some advanced audio work, and I'm just gonna up the BP by 10, and that should either blow
Ooh.
everyone's ears out in the chat, or you'll be able to hear everything properly. So let's hope for the 50-50, shall we now, everyone? Say something,
I'm gonna-
everyone.
Hey.
Yes, I'm gonna nibble on Wild Spice's wing over here.
Oh, is that good?
I can actually take my wings off. They can go away.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Okay, can
Much
everyone
better.
hear all our guests properly?
We'll soon
Hello?
find
I'm
out.
hoping that's a
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay, perfect. Not my ears. Oh shit, I'm so sorry, foaming. I'm so sorry.
Bless their ears. Bless them.
Okay. All right. So who are we on? Cause we're old. Trixie, we were on you. You said did you finish yours or like
I think I finished mine. I think
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Layla was
Trixie-
finishing and
yeah.
then
Oh, it was
I finished.
Layla. Okay, see, we're
Yeah.
old. Go ahead, Layla.
I already did mine.
Okay, all right,
I did
perfect.
that. Although since you've asked me again, I did forget something.
Uh-huh.
I do write
Ooh.
fanfics.
Oh, you write fanfics too.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yes, Queen, me too, Queen.
I do too, but I only
Oh
just
my
started
God.
doing it though.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
what do you write
we
for?
should
What do you
have
write
a-
for?
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a collab of fanfic
What do you-
writers. King
what do you-
Talamar,
Yes.
King Talamar, what do you do for your content?
Lo and behold, I'm a variety streamer. I mainly dive into the rhythm game and the horror game category. Those are my two personal favorites.
Nice.
Um,
Ooh.
and otherwise, I've been trying to do more community-oriented streams and a few more charity streams throughout the year. Like,
I love charity.
I don't know if you know Jacksepticeye, but you know how at the end of the year he has Thanksmas.
Yep. Yep.
So I wanna
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wanna participate in that at the end of the year. But the year just started, so let's take our time getting to the end, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
It's literally the 2nd of January.
I'm ready for it to end.
You got time.
You got time. So since Wild Spice just got here, we're gonna quickly do a quick round, quick shoot fire with Wild Spice. 3 questions for you, Wild Spice. How long you been streaming? What's your name? And what kind of content do you make so we can catch you up?
Okay. My name is Wild Spice, and I've been streaming since 2018. So I've been streaming like 5-6 years now. I wasn't always a VTuber. I was a facecam streamer until 2021, and then I became a VTuber. And yeah, there's that.
Nice.
Awesome. There we go. Now everyone's caught up, and now we can really get into the serious question. Not really serious, but get to the questions. All right.
Yeah.
These will be, like I said earlier, Wild Spice, you wasn't here for that, but I'll be going randomly. So if I call upon you, go ahead and answer and be my
Okay.
guest. All right. So, Trixie, can you explain your VTubing model?
Oh, yeah, I can't pull it up anymore because I have to leave again. But I'm a mad scientist. I'm a human mad scientist. A lot of elements from my design, because there's a lot of like cards and hearts and my eyes of spade,
Mhm.
is from my original my original VTubing model. I was a casino hostess, so a lot of that stuff carried over, like the color scheme. Also, I would highly recommend, like, if you rebrand, like, keeping the same color scheme because you can like reuse some of your assets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for sure, you want to save where you can.
Yes.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Talamar, tell me about,
Hi.
explain your VTubing model.
I am a human king in the faraway land. The faraway land is located in the deepest part of your memory, where all your fantasies come true. I
Ooh.
multi-layered,
Ooh.
so I have the beautiful floofy cape. We can get rid of that boy and just have the
Hey.
lovely little jacket underneath it, and
Nice.
then we can go right down to the bare minimum, and then rip, throw that bad boy out of here.
Oh no, it's not
Scandalous.
this.
I don't even know. I don't
Very
even know who I
cool.
am anymore. But I love my outfit. Big
Nice.
shout out to Mama Mucci, Meeewchi, and Papa Anais, ANAIS_VT. Papa Anais did the rigging, which is phenomenal, and Mama Mucci took care of the incredible details like the floof and just the like little chains. Even the buttons, if I zoomed in all the way, the buttons actually have pretty detailed designs on them.
That's pretty
Ooh,
awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome. Awesome. Layla, explain your VTuber model.
So unfortunately, I'm in the process of literally switching to my new one, which is my Live 2D model, my first Live 2D model in the next couple of months. So as of right now, I'm still currently in my old model, which is my long purple coat and crop top, which is an outfit that I've wanted to wear myself in person one day, and I finally got gifted the coat. So I was just like, I want this on my model for
Aw.
the time being. So they absolutely put that on there. Also, my crop top has letters of that forms a full it's a reference. It's you can't see it all because it's somewhat cut off, but the full letters spelt the full letters, if I say the whole thing out loud, is "Don't you get it? I love you. I always have. So please just this once stay," which is from She-Ra the Princess of Power. Because I am a massive
Okay.
lesbian.
Oh.
As we all are. No.
Wild Spice, can you explain your model to me?
Oh God. Okay. So I didn't always look like this. I actually was much smaller.
Mhm.
And as I was starting to get into VTubing, I'm like, I need a model that looks more adult because mine was a chibi. And I was trying to do like some collabs and stuff. And they're like, well, your model looks too young. And I was like, but I'm not, I'm an adult. It's just because it was chibi. So I went with I know I wanted something like RPG inspired.
Mhm.
So if anyone is a fan of Disgaea, you'll notice my art is kind of like Disgaea style.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
can see it.
think that. I did think that initially.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
Yeah.
anything. I was like, it looks like Disgaea. How you
Yes.
say it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my model mama, Ani Nichu, she's amazing. She does a lot of Disgaea style art. I found her like on Twitter and I was like, oh my God, I need a model from her because like I love her art. So this is actually my newest outfit that I debuted in
Nice.
September. So
Mhm.
actually, I have another outfit.
Oh wow.
Oh my God, your hair! I love
Wow.
it.
That's so cool.
That
Oh,
is
that's
very
adorable.
cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah, this is my original outfit.
That's amazing.
But
I love your hair.
I switched to the other outfit because I joined a VTuber agency in March. I joined OshiLink, and I needed lore
Oh.
for my character.
Okay.
So so I had that other outfit first, and then for this one, my lore is I am a mafia boss in the town, the country of Liberios, which is part of the OshiLink agency's lore. And I had escaped from my hometown, but my my betrothed at the time, who was not a very nice person, he didn't want me to leave. So he captured me and took me back there. I tried to escape, and he ended up cutting my hair in the process.
Oh wow.
And I now have this outfit. So it was kind of
disrespect.
like a redemption arc type outfit.
Nice.
I
How
like
dare
that.
Very nice, very
I like
nice.
that.
I do love your hair, but how dare you cut it? Shame.
Yeah, right.
I know, right?
Disrespectful.
And then the pins on my hat are actually pins. I hand drew the pins that are on the hat. They're actually from two people who are in my community that helped donate toward my outfit. So I wanted to incorporate my community somehow. So that's how I did that.
That's
Beautiful.
awesome.
It's really
That's
cool.
Don't tell
really
them
good.
that I like them.
Inspired.
Don't
Yeah.
tell 'em I like him. And finally, Geronimo, tell me about your outfit and your VTuber.
Listen. Prepare for no lore dump. I have no lore. I go back. Damn it, Wild Spice! Why you gotta be so cool? I gotta go after Wild Spice now. She got the mafia bit. I can't coolness. I can't match. But so basically, when I made my VTuber model, I basically said, let's take this back to 2007. My Chemical Romance, High Topic,
Hell
all
yeah.
that stuff.
Let's
So
go.
I
Heck
just
yeah.
did the
With that.
bondage pants with the Hot Topic T-shirt and the belt, and I was like, all right,
Yes, the cheat codes.
2007, let's go. And I was like a bat. They sleep 18 hours. I do too. Little brown bat. Here we go. And that's what we did. That's what we did.
Okay, that's awesome. So, Wild Spice, what got you into VTubing?
Oh God. Okay. So when I started streaming, when I started Facecam streaming, I mainly did it to make friends and be more social because I'm an extrovert. I love talking to people. I love being social with people. And I started to do that with streaming. But then pandemic happened and I still have a lot of self-confidence issues with how I look. So I was like, I kind of don't want to stream anymore because I have to be on camera and I don't want to be.
That's a mood.
I mainly play like RPGs and I do karaoke and stuff like that. But I was gonna quit, but then one of my friends who was also a Facecam streamer, he actually had switched to VTubing and was like, yo, you gotta check out VTubing. Like, what is this? It's so cool. So I ended up watching some of his streams and then I discovered like Iron Mouse and other people. And then the rest is history. I was like, I want to do that too. And I have so much fun doing VTubing. It's been a blast.
Nice. King Telemar, what got you into VTubing?
Honestly, it kind of is the same way. My friend Melvin, shout out, is also a VTuber. And basically, it was just one of those things where it's like I would love to stream, but at the same time, I didn't really know how to go about it. So Melvin was like, "Well, why don't you take the VTuber approach? So you don't have to worry about being on webcam." Melvin was like, "You got a nice radio voice. You might as well put it to use. You like playing video games. You're very sociable." Hi, self promotion. No, but basically, Melvin literally is the real reason why I got into VTubing. But the outside of doing that, it wasn't just for like exposure or anything. I've always wanted to actually like be able to entertain, and I've back in this is back in the day. Back in the day, I used to actually be the co-host on my high school radio show because of the morning radio voice kind of deal. So I wanted to actually like use my voice to kind of entertain the masses, but also at the same time be able to be myself, where I can just jump around, be a silly little idiot gremlin, just having a good time and playing with others. And it was, it's been a great blast being a VTuber, and big thank you to Melvin for getting me into it, because overall I wouldn't change anything. I'm just glad to be here with all of you.
Aww.
Aww.
That's
Shout
awesome. Shout out to Melvin. You a real gangster, Melvin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Melvin, big bells, not the little one.
Yeah.
Layla, what got you into VTubing?
So, was browsing YouTube one fateful day, and I came across a meme react video. It was a highlight package, and it featured a certain dragon by the name of Kiryu Coco from Hololive. And
Let's go.
that was how I got introduced to VTubing. And it was during a period where I was struggling mental wise. Gender dysphoria was at quite the high. I was getting a lot of bad comments towards how I looked when I was doing face cam streaming. And at the start of 2021, I thought, I want to try and have a go at this. And I got hold of like an old model. I think I won a free VTuber raffle thing, and I was just like, "Oh, I get this free model. I get to try out VTubing." So I tried it out,
Nice.
and the rest very much was history. I began learning more about different agencies, about the sheer amount of independence that we have. Obviously, it massively helped with my dysphoria, helped calm me down. I got less negative comments because I started to train my voice a little bit. And since then, it's been a case of, the fact that so many agencies and so many independents have like their own lore, their own stories. And as a fanfic writer, it's like, well, I could sink my teeth into that. So it's like, came up with the concept of being the warden of dreams and having like a star that I oversee and connecting, like, it's all of that just played into what I do now. And now I'm like
That's
This
beautiful.
is very much what I enjoy doing, and I love it so much.
That's
Love it.
beautiful. I love
Yeah.
that. Geronimo, what got you into VTubing?
My son. So he was 8
Aw.
years old at the time, and due to an issue at my workplace, I had to leave my job for mental health. So I wasn't employed. And my son started getting into, he was 8, so it was Minecraft streams. That was the big thing. And he's like, "Mommy, why don't you do this? I'll share you." And I was like, "What do you mean you'll share me?" He's like, "You do this like this guy does, and you go play games, and people can watch you, and I can share you with others."
Aw.
So I was like, "Okay, maybe streaming." And then I was like, "Yeah, but you know what? I got a wild child running around naked sometimes after the bathtub." I'm like, "I don't want that on my, I don't want to get that on the camera." Sometimes,
yes.
sometimes the laundry just isn't folded and there's stuff in the background. People, let's face it, people are mean and they will point out everything in the background on your camera. I'm like, God knows I just need one little sock out of place. And I'm like, ugh. And then I saw online people were using models, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Okay, they won't see that one sock out of place. I can do this." And so I was like, "All right, I'm gonna do it." And that's how I got into VTubing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. That's awesome. And then finally, Trixie, what got you into VTubing?
Well, I always say I fell into VTubing backwards because I started VTubing and then became aware of other VTubers. I was basically like
Oh,
dead end
nice.
job, dead
Wow.
end job, like big box retail store, hated it, miserable person. Like if we're on a grind and you like go home and watch court shows and then go to bed. That was like every day. Like
Judge
4 months.
Judy and Joe
Love my
Brown.
court shows.
Yes.
Nah, divorce court,
Attorney
man.
court.
Divorce
Yes.
court is great
Yes.
too, yeah.
All of us were court. But yeah, my friend Lakia Chen, she was a VTuber she was celebrating her 1 year anniversary and she loved it. So I was like, "Hey, you seem like you're having fun. I would like anything to be fun in my life." So I basically immediately just go design PNG model, go and just basically, I've been, I still work. I'm not like a full-time streamer, but it's brought like me so much joy. I wouldn't trade it. I fucking love being a VTuber, man. It's great.
That's awesome. That's so
Damn
awesome
right.
to hear because like there's so
Yeah.
many different stories and the respond to someone in the chat. Yeah, when we do Coven Talk, I like to try to pick different styles of VTuber models so that there is lots of different things that you will see. So that I'm so glad that because the process we had like 20 applications, and then when I said I had 20 applications, we got 5 more, and I was like, I can only pick 5 people. This is rough. But if like after the outcome of all of this, we're probably going to be doing this subject again because this is the first Coven Talk of the new year. I'm bringing this show back. I'm so happy. So
Yeah.
we're starting out
Alright.
very strong, and you all are awesome. So now we're gonna get into what the subject's about. Is being a VTuber 35 and over. So here we go. This is what y'all here for. All right. We're gonna start with Geronimo.
Why
What is
me?
it like-
Why you gotta do it?
I said it's random. I said it's random.
I'm on to you, Tiffany. We're gonna talk about
I
old people.
literally have a
Geronimo.
random generator with your numbers on it, and it picked you first. That is not my problem. It is yours now.
God, that's
Geronimo, what is it like being an older VTuber in the community?
Let me tell you, it can be difficult. I love it, but there's times where I wish I could understand it better. Cause like, let me tell you, when people like example, the term "oshi," I thought it was short for "oh shit." So no, listen, hear me out. Hear me out. When like you're like, "Oh shit," and you don't finish saying it, and you're just like, "Oh snap!" I thought that's what "oshi" was. I didn't know what "oshi" was. I thought it was "oh shit," and I was like, "Oh shit." So then I had to get told what that was. Then I didn't know what. There's so much I just didn't know, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, help. me. Help
But-
me, please. And
Can I-
it's oh, oh.
Can I ask you a very relevant question?
Please do. Go ahead.
If you thought that Oshi meant Oshi, what would you have thought that Kami Oshi meant?
The most
I thought-
extreme shit.
honestly, I thought when you said cameo, I thought camel toe. I don't even want to talk anymore.
Wow.
I don't know what
goodness.
it is, but that's the thing, and that's what I think I love most about VTubing
Mhm.
and everything in the space, because it keeps you up to date. It keeps
does.
you young. You learn
Mhm.
these terms. You're like, oh,
Freaking skibbity
okay.
toilet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
No.
question. You
Oh.
get ready for that one. I'm excited to hear
Oh, no.
for the answer for that.
But
Go
it's probably one of the best things about being older in the V2 sphere is just
Mhm.
being able to that, and knowing, and I'll be honest with you, knowing how to navigate, like, how do I put this? Navigate prices. Because
Mm.
sometimes budgeting as an adult, and people are like, oh, I've heard a lot of people say they can't budget, and they don't teach that in school, how to budget and stuff properly.
They do
Nope.
in
So
Canada.
as an adult and knowing, see, Canada, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
My son is literally taking a finance
know.
class right now. He's learning how to budget.
Yes.
And do all of that stuff.
Nice.
Yes.
They need
Very
to bring
nice.
that to the US, because
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
would never
we
let
don't.
us learn to
And
count in America.
Yeah.
It's been so shocking, because, like, that's the one thing I've been excited about, is that I can apply. I'm like, all right, my old lady skills, let's go. We budgeting. Where are we going? And I'm like, I can do it. So there's, like, that's probably been one of the best things, just being old. Being old.
I can definitely sympathize with the whole like budgeting thing for sure. Wild Spice. What is it like being an older VTuber in a community?
Oh my god. It's like as my knees crack. No.
Real.
I'm also, so funny thing is I'm also a cosplayer. So it kind of
Oh,
applies in
nice.
cosplay world
Very
too,
nice.
is like being an older cosplayer as well. It's like, oh god, I remember when it was so much harder to do the things because you couldn't find things as easily on the internet. Now it's like you
Mhm.
can find anything on the internet and it's super easy to
Mhm.
get started with things. And I feel like even just with streaming in general, even in the last like few years, it's been easier to start doing things with stream where you couldn't when you started a few years ago. And it was like, how do I do the thing? Now it's super easy to do the thing. But I feel like for me, I guess I reference old anime and things like that, and people are like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, sit down and let me tell you about Cardcaptor Sakura."
Yeah, I love you, because I play the mobile game and I mentioned it, and I don't know who it was in my computer, like, what's that? And I was like,
Oh no.
You aged so much that day.
And then you banned them, right? You banned them and
Oh
you tossed
my
it to earth.
gosh.
and it's hard because you just want to hit the ban button and a smack button and a beat button, and you're like, I can't. So, don't you
Yeah,
miss my
right.
magical girls. I love you,
Oh.
Wild. I love you. I'm gonna cry
Yeah.
under your sweater.
King Calamar.
Hi.
What is it like being an older VTuber in a community?
It's not.
One day,
What kind of answer's that?
it be like it is, but it don't.
Oh shit. Listen, as I told you guys earlier when we were setting this up, I'm amazed I could hit the go live button, okay? Like OBS, oh my goodness. But
You said
it's
a word.
definitely it's definitely its own trial. Like I have to agree with Wild Spice big time, and advance upon the fact that everything is getting so much easier.
Yeah.
But I'm actually in the boat where thank God it's getting easier, but at the same time I'm reaching that point where it's like I don't know how to do this. What do you mean it's easy? I don't understand it. That
Yeah.
kind of deal. But God, it's very hard to kind of say what it feels like. It's like you're trying to find Waldo in a crowd, but he's wearing different colors. Like it's so hard trying to make it work as the technology gets more and more fresh, and you're just kind of like, whether you got a job or you got hobbies or you want to hang out with your friends. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. That's with younger people as well. but it's like when you're like settled in and you got like a schedule, it's so hard. If you got a family and stuff like that, it's like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
how do I make
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
to get around this? And oh, I gotta, have I updated my computer? Are all my updates available? What's this new thing that everyone's doing? What's a Vespel 789? Like that kind of deal, you know what I mean? Like
Real.
there are leaps and bounds being a older VTuber. However, I would say the pros are there's a lot of charm in it because I feel like as we get older, we develop more of our characteristics and our personality, and there's a lot more love that we can bring to the community as an
Yes.
older generation and
Yeah.
just have a good time with it. You know what I mean? Just, hey, what's up? Wow, you look cool. Hey, you want to hang out? Yeah, sure. Don't pull my back. But, you just it's just so nice that there are so many people, not just like I'm very heartwarmed right now just to be in a room with all of you that are over the age of
Aw.
35 because
Yeah.
because
Aw.
you know how scary it is. If anyone ever felt like this by absolutely any means, raise your hand. Absolutely starting VTubing and being like, am I too old for this?
Oh
Kind of deal.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't
Yes.
raise
Yeah.
Yeah,
your hand.
it's
Gotta
Yeah.
raise your hand
Yes.
verbally.
So honestly, I know I gotta shorten it. I talk a lot. I apologize,
No, you're
but
good.
I
You
would
still on the time
definitely.
limit. You got
Oh
like
no,
30
we'll be here
seconds.
3 hours. Uh, but
Be holding the sign, please.
Please, please
my
hurry up. The Game
my
Awards.
I'm saving-
I
I'm
was
gonna stay for
about to
next.
mention the Game Awards
Oh
music.
my
Don't.
God, that was great.
don't worry, my speech would definitely be longer than the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign. But
Oh.
my my honest to God breakdown would be technology definitely gets tougher for us and we do our best to work with it, which is a striving achievement in itself. But
Yeah.
the pros of it is to being so comfortable and developed in ourselves at our age that we're able to meet with like-minded people and have such a great time with everybody.
100%, 100. That was a really good. No,
Yeah.
don't ever
Yeah.
think that you're ranting and this is not a bet. It's a really good response to that. Layla,
Thank you.
Yeah.
what is it like being an older VTuber in the community?
Well, yes, but actually, no. In all seriousness, sorry, I had to follow up on the bit that Katie started.
It's not.
So, so yeah, I had to do that. Anyway, it's an odd feeling. Like it's very weird to honestly mention it because it's like I know a lot of people throw around the term hag, and I never really use it. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, am I really a hag? And then as Kate mentioned earlier, it's like, did I feel too old getting into VTubing? Does it feel like I'm consistently running out of time if I don't get to where I want to be, kind of thing? Like if I don't get this model done, have I missed the boat, etc., etc. But at the same time, I've also watched Twitch as a landscape grow over the past 11 years. So it's like when I see some people like struggling themselves or like slipping up a little bit towards the start of their career, it's like, well, I can actually give advice. So it's like I've got the experience side of that, but also it's like it counterpointed with the fact that I have been around for such a long time. So it's, but at the same time, I don't let it bug me too much because I'm surrounded by people who are absolutely fine with that, who cheer me on regardless of that. Like, and to be fair, I don't really bring up my age that much until it gets close to my birthday. And even then, lore-wise, I write it out to be like, oh yeah, like I am X number with an extra zero at the end. Because I know some people do that. Some people literally have their lore be like, oh, I'm thousands of years old, and just
Yeah.
have their actual age at the
Right.
at the front
Yeah.
of the numbers. So, yeah, it's an odd experience, but honestly, it doesn't bother me too much. Although there are days where it's a lot worse, where it just feels like, oh, I'm missing out on so much of this because it's all happening to everybody who's much younger than me.
Yeah.
I try not to let it get to me too much, but it does have its days.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus, I had to clear my throat. I have a bit of a cold. I'm so sorry, y'all.
You're
Trixie.
okay.
Oh, you're
You're
fine.
fine.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I was going to ask a question.
Yeah,
You
no,
want to just
okay.
go for it.
Now I'm concerned. I'm like, oh, did I mess up the question?
No, you
But
did.
yeah, but it's interesting, like because we come from a different era of the internet entirely. Like if you had told any of us probably back when we first got online to either like look up, models or cosplay or fanfic or whatever we're doing, then it's just like, hey, 20 years from now, you're gonna be able to just be anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of us wouldn't believe it. Like it's the best thing ever. It's like I think a lot of younger people don't really not appreciate in the sense that they're not grateful for it. It's that they don't, you kind of don't realize it if you haven't seen like all the different stages and stuff, like how crazy it is that we're even able to do this in the first place
Yeah.
Mhm.
at all.
Absolutely.
So it's like, wow, this is like, so sometimes I'm like, wow, this is even a thing I can do.
Mhm.
And another part is that as like an older person, you kind of see if you are like on, Twitter sometimes looking at your, looking at fan arts, whatever you're doing, you kind of see a lot of strife or controversy or call out posts. And it's like, got, a lot of emotional turmoil that like you don't really necessarily feel because you're older and you've seen
Yeah.
so much of a lot of the like it's new for a lot of younger people.
Yeah.
But it's like old hand for me. Like this person called me a mean name and spread rumors about me that weren't true. And
Mm.
I've seen it happen like multiple times. Like I come from like text RP, which is a whole different kettle of fish, but I kind of seen how it goes. So it's just
Yeah.
I want to tell them like at the end of the day, like maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, it's not gonna be something that matters. So
Yeah.
like don't take yourself too seriously. I don't take
100%.
myself too seriously. I wish I could like give everybody that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did we get everyone on this one? I think we did.
I think we're good.
Oh, okay, good. I was right. My timer is
Yeah.
off because it went right back to
Wait, did we get Wild Spice?
I think Wild Spice was second.
No, wait, we're looping. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
actually, I wanted to add one thing. Does anyone ever get people being like, "Wow, I thought you were closer to my age, like way younger"?
Yeah.
I literally
All the
got
time.
that yesterday.
All the time.
And with some of my friends, they were like, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm emotionally, I'm probably your age. But
Yeah, right.
like, as far as the passage of time, the
So-
circle, it's gone around the sun many, many times.
We did
One
get
of
Wild
my-
Spice. I just want to confirm because like
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
card captors.
because it's,
Yes,
oh yeah,
I-
okay, because it started
Yeah.
again. The next question, I did the little random thing, and Geronimo has to answer the question again. So I thought that I
Yeah.
thought that I
Bit-
skipped someone, and I was like, oh
Before-
okay. Just
Before we
want-
It just
quickly move, before we quickly move on, I will just want to just quickly point out that
Mhm.
as someone who volunteered at Vexpo, VTuber Expo last year,
Oh,
I actually had people come up to me and it's like, you're not in your 30s, you're in your 20s. I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. Thank you very much for the compliment, though.
we appreciate you.
Yeah, I feel that.
So,
just
yeah.
point to them and just say you're wrong, but okay.
Don't you take away my senior special. I deserve that.
AARP card.
Yes. Need that discount.
So Geronimo, because it went back to you. Do
Dang
you
it.
feel like being older gives you an advantage or disadvantage? Why? We kind of like talked about this a little bit, but let's get a little deeper into that. So do you feel like being older gives you an advantage or a disadvantage? And why do you feel that way?
In VTubing itself, ooh, I
Oh.
I think okay.
Yeah,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
say an advantage because something. Okay, something I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, hot take. Growing up, we didn't have Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff where we
Mhm.
posted everything we felt and everything that happened. We didn't have it. So genuinely, if something happens, I know, like if an example, if something happens with a friend or another streamer, I know how to approach them, talk to them, say, hey, let's talk about our differences, what's going on. I see it so much on Twitter. I hate social media. I'm not a social media person. I do it for VTubing and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It dumbfounds me how many people take problems and stuff to Twitter, and I'm just like, oh honey, you don't have to post about this. Oh no, that didn't need to get plastered. There's a difference between venting how you feel and then putting real personal stuff that I'm like, you're gonna look back at this when you're older and you're gonna be like, why did I write that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's something where you see it a lot, and it's hard because there's some of the younger VTubers, and if I could say anything, it's please watch what you say. And as a mom, I teach my son, I'm like, listen, you can have an opinion. Everyone's got an opinion. That's okay. But please understand, you don't have to fight that person online. It's not worth it. It is not worth your time. You can scroll on. You can put down that phone. And it's hard because I feel like a lot of the younger VTubers don't get that. It's like, don't respond, and then poof. And I'm like, oh, look at that. It's a big old tweet now.
Right.
And I feel like knowing not to post, and back in the day, we didn't have that easy access to write down everything and hit send. So
Bye.
Oh, what happened?
Wait.
What happened? What's happening?
It's over.
So many
I lived. I'm
Wait,
beyond.
what happened with my VTube studio? Oh Lord, hold on, guys. Something happened.
Wow.
This is I told you I gave a hot take and
Connection
everybody
to Steam
left.
has
This
failed.
was
No,
No.
it's our old age. Our age kicked in. We're not interested anymore. We're past.
Yeah, it's like,
Wait, hold on.
So,
I have to
so why are
rethink
me and
it.
Tiffany still here then?
Wait, I have to start.
Thing
What?
died.
I have to restart
died.
it because apparently it's
Oh.
like restart your V2. We gotta start this shit all over again. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Gotta wake up the hamster in the
Yeah,
computer.
you're there because you're not through the Steam connection. So you
Run the show. You're in charge.
you
Alright.
survived the Thanos snap.
What do you mean you're unable to sync? Come on, Steam.
Oh my god.
What do you mean? Can you not do this right now? 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
but you know what? I'll just finish it off.
So everyone, welcome and well met. I am your Warden of Dreams. You may refer to me as TK. or
Layla,
as
this is
Layla.
not the time.
Man, oh, we gonna have a show with some more though.
Oh my god, why did you do that? I gotta re-add every single
My take
person.
was too powerful.
Oh
It
my
was a
God.
powerful
I'm
take.
back. Okay, let's
Welcome back,
very
Tiffany.
sorry. Connection to Steam servers failed. Make sure you're running I am running VTube
Oh,
Studio
dear.
through Steam.
Yes,
What are you talking
yes,
about?
this is a Steam issue.
Uh-oh.
This is
not
Yeah, this is a
Steam
Steam issue.
Y'all want to try to just switch to PNGs?
Give me your ninjas right now.
Oh yeah.
Give me ninjas. Oh yes,
Oh,
Steam
God.
is down. Steam's down, y'all.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
I'll just put up.
It's throwing everybody offline on
Yeah.
my friends list. I'm watching it.
Oh,
But that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we
Steam's
Fuki Tekken?
Yeah,
We
How
can
we doing?
Fuki.
Yeah,
we get no. Get your. Give me your ninjas. Get ninjas. Get ninja. Go
Oh
ninja,
god, I don't know how to do this.
Hold on. Sorry.
Remember how I said we
online.
have
Why?
advantages and disadvantages?
Oh,
This is the disadvantage.
Hold on. You're asking everyone to get their ninjas. I didn't realize we were starting to get that big dub.
Oh my god.
No, my
my
wife
gosh.
loves to come in and make me a sandwich.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
My wife came in topless and gave me a sandwich today. What is yours doing?
Hey, yo.
It's like
Having
like
an anxiety
nothing.
attack, ninja. That's what mine's doing.
right. It's like a wife in this economy. No.
Y'all got
What?
Okay, let me
Yeah,
drop them into the PNGs and more, and then I'll do some behind the scenes stuff. I'll do some behind the
Guys, you
scenes stuff real fast.
You don't
Sorry,
understand.
sorry.
You
I
don't
just-
understand.
Tell me the color of your
Listen.
chromas, I'll just fix it. I'll fix it.
I got you,
this.
KT. I got you. Look,
Oh
you're gonna
my
go to that
gosh.
site. Go to that site I shared to you. Go add
Uh-huh,
your
yep.
camera to OBS.
Steam, why are you doing
Okay.
this?
Make
Today
sure,
of all
make sure
days,
you
Steam.
have no
You better be
audio.
uploading Half-Life
Yep.
3. I swear to God. That
Right,
better
but
be your
great.
excuse right now,
So-
Steam.
So I'm
Right?
just gonna say right now, one of
I
my
think
one of
it
my
might be-
mods,
It might be
What a-
back. Hold on.
one of my mods just sent me a screen cap, and it's a picture of me being the only one on the.
I feel like we got Thanos snapped. I feel like it was a Thanos snap. That was hilarious.
So funny.
Damn.
We still got
Oh,
time
wait.
for the question because we're basically at
Uh.
the end. Like we're at the end part, so like we have like 50 minutes to answer all these questions. So I'm
Oh
probably
my
gonna skip one
gosh.
now because Steam decided to to be disconnected today, of all days.
That's
Who
okay.
DDoS Steam? Who is you?
Right.
I
Who is
mean,
bank?
I'm
Who's
going to
student
hell.
loans?
I'm so
be
used to the
productive.
The DDoS is supposed to happen on the game that I play, not Steam as a whole.
Right.
Right?
For those of you
Oh
who
my
do not
God,
know,
okay.
my content anchors around the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which you can play for free all the way up to level 70, which is continuing.
Layla, I swear to God.
Nice.
Do you guys have your
For
ninjas
free?
yet?
Have you heard of
Nope.
Twitch Prime?
Have you heard of Twitch Prime? Don't
Yeah,
complain
I'm
about my
trying to
3-minute
figure out-
ads.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do, but I don't know how to use it
Okay,
either.
all right, here we go.
We're
Okay, I got one. I'm gonna load this one up. Basically, you go to vod.ninja, whatever it's called, and then you use your camera.
Oh.
Use your VTS Studio for your camera. Use your VTS. Oh, now you all log the fuck on. So I can't. I'm not
It
doing
worked?
this today. I'm not
Oh,
doing
beautiful!
this.
Everyone back in.
Everyone, okay, everyone back in.
I had
We
water
were
bottles
saying-
full of sweat. I
Let
was
me get
drinking
you-
them to keep hydrated. I was losing my mind.
Same password, everyone. Same password.
Man, I want you to know I did the homework. I'm putting it out there. I did the homework.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so type in password. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, right. What do you mean I can't use that as the password?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? This is the first time, first Coven Talk of the new year. We are literally in what the
Fine.
fuck. First, second, and third is what the fuck, and this is really
If-
telling me.
New
What the
year, new
fuck?
us. Everybody.
There we go.
You've
that's
heard
one.
of. You
Oh,
heard
you're
the
in the same
Scuff
spot,
Queen.
perfect.
Now get ready for the Scuff Witch.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Yo!
Which is crazy.
Keep your ninjas just in case this happens again, because I swear to God.
Absolutely not.
Uh,
You're getting a PNG from me. I can't.
Right. I'm gonna draw a six finger.
Yeah, if this happens again, I'm just gonna load up the Fugi.
Wait, where's Tiffany? I don't.
I'm
Tiffany?
here.
Are you in the room? Oh, there's Tiffany.
I'm in the room. I'm in the room.
Okay. Tiffany.
I'm in the room where it happened.
the room where it happened.
Okay, perfect. Wild Spice is still there. Okay.
I wanna be in the room.
I am
where it
here!
Okay. Everyone
Somehow.
looks like
No.
they're still in the same spots. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Just
Join.
waiting for
There we
my
go.
lord. And
I'm here. I accept. You want to steal my data? Take it.
Geronimo.
Like
Okay.
in
Wait
the
for our
habit,
last
please,
person.
God.
Jada!
God, what were we? Who was answering the question? Now I don't even remember because
It was GK with the hot take.
was it?
What?
Wait, who
I
was
didn't say
answering?
anything.
A hot take.
Was
Yeah,
it
GK,
was it
GK,
That's
Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Oh,
Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Sorry.
Stop arguing with people
She
on
calls me
Twitter.
TK. I call her GK.
Aw.
that's
That's yeah.
Ah.
Stop arguing with people on Twitter and then
Yes.
everything
Okay,
dies.
there we go.
what
There we go.
happened.
Back
My
to
response
the
is
subject at hand.
I
Okay.
keep
was-
arguing
yes.
with people on Twitter
I
instead of
was
keep our
listening.
stream going.
I said it's great to be older because you know when to just and we didn't have social media to post everything about and all this other stuff. So I'm very thankful for that because social media is so big nowadays.
There we go.
And if my little emo self from back in 2007 had this kind of power, ooh, there'd be a whole diary.
Lord
so I'm
have
very thankful.
mercy. That was a
Diary of
rough-
Truth.
Jane.
Layla. Where's
What?
my questions? Do you feel being older gives you advantage or disadvantage, and why? We may have to answer these quickly because now time is.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll
I
answer
believe in
quickly.
you. You got this.
Yeah, that's fine. So for me, it's very much mixed. On the one hand, it's like we have sort of like hindsight 2020 and all that. We've been around for a long time. We sort of like we've been raised up in like different environments and situations. Again, as mentioned earlier, we didn't have online stuff. Like we literally watched the internet come into existence with dial-up sounds at AOL.
Yes.
So we had to watch and listen to all of that. So, but at the same time, tech stuff in terms of like the VTubing scene does rapidly accelerate quicker than sometimes even we are used to. So it's like we don't always catch on to it immediately. So it's a double-edged sword. It's like on one hand we have the experience because of our age, but on the other hand, sometimes we'll miss technological beeps because they just zoom by a bit too quickly.
Yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wild Spice. Do you feel being older gives you advantage or disadvantage, and why?
I kind of agree about not okay. So yeah, I think advantage because like I feel like with not having had as much like the social media and all that when we were younger and having it now, we know how to handle conversations like adults.
Oh my God,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay, now don't
Yeah,
jinx it.
that's
Now
incredibly true.
everybody models stay where they are. Please do not disappear.
No, but
Holding
I feel
on.
like yeah, definitely because I feel like we have more experience with like dealing with situations or trying to solve like if you have a conflict with somebody or something, we have ways of dealing with that and knowing
Mhm.
how to just talk it out first rather
Yes.
than I got to put somebody on blast. It's like how about
Mhm.
we talk about it first and then if like they're not answering you then okay, I get it. But like other than that, like yeah, I feel like we're more civil, if that makes sense.
Right.
No, I agree. I do.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like we were in a good spot with technology too, because like when we were starting to learn some stuff, like
Yes.
computers and things like that. And then as other things started to come out and things started to develop, we had like a little bit of a leg up with it, and it wasn't completely 100% new to us. Like for example, like I'll use my mom as an example because my mom's a baby boomer. So
Oh.
just all the changes to everything being like strictly online versus write a check.
Right.
Oh man.
That's a also there you go. It's like how many people know how to write a check? Like
I can write
Oh
in
my God.
cursive.
yeah, cursive too,
God,
right?
yes. You don't
Yeah.
learn
Come on,
cursive
she writing
anymore.
cursive? I can.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
Rest in
wild.
peace, cursive.
Yes, rest in peace.
You
I
are a
love
real
cursive
one.
too.
Cursive was so damn good. Like
It's beautiful.
when people were actually able to sign their names, now it's just
Mhm.
like, oh, can you sign your name here? And it's like, did you like spill the ink on the paper? What the hell is that line? What is-
Yeah.
I could
Did you
do that. I could
Did you
do
put
that and be you in a
hearts in your
heartbeat.
signature? Is
Right.
that Comic
Yeah.
Sans? What did you do?
Right.
What is this?
King Talamar.
Hi.
As in you kind of already answered this a little bit, and I appreciate that, but like if you want to go deeper into it, you more than be my guest. Do
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
feel being older gives you an advantage or disadvantage, and why? I think you're the last person because now that whole debacle has like I think
Oh,
we got everyone.
I think I've answered. And I kind of want to answer this one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good.
Okay. Do you feel being older gives you an advantage or disadvantage, and why?
Me or Trixie?
Oh, right.
Shit.
Is it me?
Talamar. We'll do
Okay.
Trixie after
I'll
Talamar.
I'll make mine
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
So a lot of people were saying positives. I'll go the opposite way and I'll say there is a negative.
Yeah.
Obviously, once again, this goes into my giant spiel from earlier, but I would definitely say one of the bigger of the negatives is the fact that because we're older, there's a strong possibility that a lot of us have a lot more going on in our lives
Yes.
that it makes it. Don't interrupt me. No.
Oh,
No.
I know it's a bit.
No, that's
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, it's fine. That's me in a nutshell. But no, that's legit what it comes down to is there's a lot of us that legit are because we're older, we have so much going on. It really sucks because I actually suffered from it today. I'm trying to do a new schedule. I'm not gonna promote it, but like I have a new schedule. I'm trying to stick to it, and then it's like I got out of work and I was like, oh man, I want to go home. I want to go to the gym. I got to stream. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And then it was like, yeah, I got to cancel. And then I received this spam email about Coven Talk. And I was like, I got to block that.
You said COVID
But,
talk?
Coven! Give me
Oh,
that
no.
much.
Oh,
It is
no.
old
Oh,
bat.
Let's get to the lore story of this. I had
What the hell
everyone
was that?
give me their emails, and
Time
I
to go to
sent
talk
out
now.
to the 5 people I chosen, and I was like, oh, I was like, okay, yeah, we have 4 lovely ladies and 1 male. Cool. I send the email out, and I didn't get a response back, and I was like, okay, I'll just send another email out, and I was just like, I guess they just don't want to be on the show, and I didn't want to be rude and be like bug them, so I was just like, and then Geronimo was like, let me go poke him.
So, which leads into the unfortunate circumstance of the throne I was sitting on when it was like, hey, we're live, or we're gonna be.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was on his the other throne.
I ran
We
from
didn't like
Browntown
it.
to the kingdom as fast as I could. Um,
Yeah, not to get gifts from either.
can I say that a downside is reading emails?
Yeah.
Don't forget.
It's only for you.
Yeah, you
No.
know, you're getting up there.
Trixie.
Uh,
Trixie. Oh my.
I feel
Lancer.
that though.
Trixie,
Oh,
do you
man.
feel like being older gives you an advantage or disadvantage, and why?
Both, but I guess I would like to talk about what advantage that we kind of inherently all have, like being older. You've probably failed at something before that you
Yes.
wanted to accomplish and
Mm.
didn't. And like a lot of people like have trouble, and even I had trouble, especially when you first get in. You're like, okay, I'm gonna apply to such and so, or I'm gonna see if it's such and so group. Oh no, you only have like 2 people watching you. Oh yeah, we don't want you.
Oh no.
But
Holy shit.
but yeah, they never said that. But if you kind of see,
Yeah.
when you're growing, you kind of see that.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
like being older, it's like more than likely you failed at something that you really wanted to happen before. You
Yeah.
thought like, hey, this could change my life. And it didn't. And life went on anyway. So
Yeah.
that's probably another thing. Like it's just like, hey, your stream flopped, there'll be other streams. Your event flopped, there'll be other events.
Yeah.
You don't have to stop just because like you failed once or even twice or even 10 times. You can just keep going.
That's very true. Because,
Absolutely
like,
agree.
We understand what it's like to like, and especially in our early ages, to like understand failure when we're just like, I'm gonna be like an astronaut, and then you're like, no.
Right.
I was gonna be a
Yeah.
I wanted to be a veterinarian until I saw a
Oh.
surgery on Animal Planet. There was like a veterinarian
Oh.
TV show.
Oh
And I saw a
God.
surgery, and I was
Yeah.
like, ew, no, I don't want to open up an animal. That was me. So I understand
Yeah.
like the choices and stuff. As an older person, you're just like, yeah, I understand not picking something.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
we did get
Yeah.
the very one, okay, because of the disconnect situation. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
next question, is let me do the roulette. Layla,
NG.
when your
Hi.
community, you kind of already answered this, but this is funny. It's kind of funny when your community finds out, or even outside the community finds out. No, just do it in community. And when your community finds out your age, does it change anything for you as a creator?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, not really at all. It's like I said earlier, I only really mention it when I'm like building up to my birthday, and even then, everyone's perfectly fine with it. I even get the whole point of like everyone already knows, and it's like, yeah, let's go, you're doing great. Or I get the, no, you're not. So it's fine. It doesn't affect me at all.
Trixie, when people find out your age in your community, has it changed anything with you?
I don't. I think they actually like me more because I'm older and more sedate, and and I mention things, and because I have a lot of people that are like approaching, a little bit older as well in my community, or like round by age, so I can like make a mention, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that too." So it's like somebody that actually like gets your references. So that's cool. I think they like it. I don't think anybody's like, you're unbased for not being 20 or anything like that.
Geronimo, when people find out your age in your community, does it change anything?
No, I'm very upfront. Like I literally say wife, mother, video game lover, and I'm just like hands down. Listen, people went into VTubing. Some people can sing. Some people are great at games, and I'm like, what am I gonna bring to the table? I'm like, listen, I'm a mom. I'm old. This is what you get. You get a potato. Congratulations. And that's just literally, I've ran with that. Me and my rickety ass knees have ran with that. You come here, guess what? I'm not gonna play this the best, but you know what? We'll have a good time. There you go. And so they know very well coming in. That's it. I'm old.
Tell Lamar, when your community finds out you're an older VTuber, does it change anything?
I just responded to your email. But
No, you did not. Go ahead and answer the question. I'm going to check this to verify.
No, because I kind of plaster it nice and easy. I mean, I try to be a little bit lore accurate. I told you. I try to be a little more accurate. So, I mean, I am a human, male king. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm 38. 38-year-old human male king, faraway land. And it's like, oh, you don't sound it. And even in real life, I do this. But like, I've had people be like, even my coworkers actually. It's like, you know, Tal, sometimes I forget that you're over 30, and I just look at them and I go,
Yeah.
I fucking love you. Like that's just what comes out of my mouth. It's like, just let me hug you. Like, oh my God, thank you. I appreciate that. One day, it was 2 years ago, I actually got carded for buying a 6-pack of alcohol, and I was like, you're my best friend. Oh my God.
Yes, that's the best.
God.
That is the
We
best.
love getting carded.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. I need to do this to everybody. Let me have this, please. Just fucking let me have it.
No apologies. Actually, thank you.
Yes.
Can I say the email's response I got back was, "Hi, I'm finally responding back. Sorry I'm late. Did I miss the opportunity?" Sent from T-Mobile 5G device.
Good job.
Wild Spice, when your community finds out that you're an older VTuber, does it change anything?
No, I don't think so. I feel like a lot of my community's around the same age, or they're like late 20s. So it's kind of like I have a lot of friends in late 20s, early 30s. So it's like I feel like not really. But similar to what Tal said, I had with work, we were going on our retreat actually this year, and one of my supervisors was in the car with us, another coworker and I, and him and I are the same age, but my supervisor's younger. And when we told her how old we were, we're like, "Oh yeah, we were both born. We're both 37." She's like, "Wait, what? You're older than me?"
Yeah, they do the spit take.
Oh no.
What? Naughty?
Yeah, it was funny. It was like, yeah. She's like, "Oh my God, I thought y'all were my age." Like, no, we're old, but it's okay.
There might be a hag even hiding among your group of friends, chat.
There's a hag
It
among
be
you.
you. It might be me.
Oh
It
my
could
God.
even be.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like, it just a lot of people think that I'm much younger, and it's like, no, I'm not.
This is the question I'm the most interested in. This was actually a
Yes.
suggestion from my husband.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
Here we go.
Tal-
I'm ready
Tal.
for this.
How
Oh,
do
hi.
you handle brain rot? For example, younger slang such as skibbity toilet or Ohio Riz.
I'm ready for this question.
Usually a couple of hours of crying on my bed.
Oh.
So I actually, this is a true story. I actually had a situation where a couple of kids were skibbity toileting. I'm not even kidding. So we went to a restaurant. We went to a barbecue restaurant called Dave's Barbecue, and it was a good day. It was probably last year, maybe around February. We were just shooting the shit, having a good time, and one of the little girls, was playing a game, and I don't know, maybe she died or something, and oh. What the skibbity toilet? And I looked at my friend Ben and I said, no,
We got to
we've
go.
reached it. We've reached the point of no return.
Oh
I didn't
my
even get what the
God.
sigma. I couldn't even do the da 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 in my head. No, we went right to fucking what the skibbity toilet. I missed what the sigma. Where is it? I want my sigma.
Oh my.
I missed it. How do I deal with the brain rot? In all honesty, I just kind of look at it and I go, holy shit, I'm so glad I'm living this, but I wasn't living it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Geronimo,
God.
how do you handle brain rot, for example, from younger slang such as skibbity toilet or Ohio Riz?
You know that scene in the Avengers where the Hulk is like, "You want to know the secret? I'm always mad." I feel like as a mom, I don't get to leave the skibbity riz. I have to embrace it. So I sit there like I will never forget when my son came up to me and went, and he did this face, and I was like, "Is there something wrong with your teeth? Did you bite your cheek? What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm mewing." And I'm like, "Yo,
Oh no. No.
and he's like, "I am mewing." And I'm like, "You're come back." No. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I smacked him, and he goes, "What?" Hey, stop it! And he's like, "Mom, it's a thing." I'm like, no, it's not a thing. I don't know what you were told. It's not a thing. And I still, every day, I have to hear, because I hear him. He's on 2-week Christmas break, and he is now 12. I hear the Fortnite combos, okay? I hear it. I have embraced Skibbity, and it's funny, because what I do is I use it against my chat. And I'm like, listen, y'all know I'm old, but I'm going to be that young hip person, and I will try to use it against them. And I'll be like, how are you, Skibbity, rizzing up on these cool hip hop days, yo, homies? And it's funny because even though my viewer count tanks, the people who have been there for the longest just fall over and go, stop it, kiddo. You're gonna hurt yourself. So I have just embraced. I have embraced the Skibbity. Become one with the Skibbity, Tiffany.
No.
Become one.
Malice,
Yes!
well done on this question. Thank you for adding it.
Oh my god.
Can we get a
Embrace
shout out
the
from my
Skibbity is
husband, Malice
wild.
Incarnate? Because that's a peak question.
That
was a
Um,
great question.
It's a beautiful
Shout out.
question. We're not even.
And before someone iterates, we as parents don't like smack like, bam, they're on the floor crying. It's more like a playful,
No.
like, come on, chill kind of thing.
Hell
Like
yeah. When
Tyson
he
that
did the
shit.
mute face, I'm telling you. I was like, no, we're going to fix this. And he's like, what is it for? I'm like, I'm fixing your face. He's like, Mom, this is a mew. I'm like, no, a
You're
mew is not-
mewing? Let me show you what a glass jaw is.
I'm telling you. I know.
Guys, don't get me playing on Twitch.
The only view I know is the view that was supposed to be under the truck.
Yes.
Okay, I'm too old for this shit.
Too old.
Oh, God. Give me a
Embrace the
second.
Skibbity. KT, embrace the Skibbity.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
gotta embrace it.
this
No.
question.
No, you
Wild
Use it
Spice,
against them.
Oh god.
how do you-
I had actually said in the chat earlier, still don't know what Skibbity Toilet is, so it's fine.
It's fine. No, I'm still
It's
curious
fine.
about it. How do you handle brain rot, for example, from the younger slangs, such as skibbity toilet or Ohio Riz?
I don't know what Skibbity Toilet is or Ohio Riz, okay? I actually have a background. I used to work with kids a lot. Like I used to do day camp and I used to work at museums and things like that. So mind you, that was almost probably 10 years ago at this point. But like when I did, it was more into like those terms and it was helpful to like, get the kids to be like, oh, you're so cool because you know this. And now it's like, I don't know what that is. I know how to floss though.
I know how to float. There you go.
I know how to floss, but that's about it. Otherwise, I don't really follow like all that stuff. Like, I don't really get into the brain rot and things like that. I'm that person who's watching full-length videos on YouTube about random things that I like. I don't really watch that stuff.
It's like, wow, look at this cabinet being built together. Delightful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, more like I watch honestly, I watch like people's commentary on like 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God, Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Oh god, I love 90 Day
Woman
Fiance.
guy?
All that trash.
I watch
Yes.
Cinnamon Toast Ken, and his commentary about Big Ed is always the
Yes,
best.
I watched. Oh my god, I watched so much Cinnamon Toast Ken.
I
love
didn't even know.
them.
Say
I love them.
this kid freaking watches 90 Day Fiance. What?
Yeah, he does a lot
We have-
of commentary now.
We
yes.
have turned this to 90 Days Fiance, Tiffany. I'm sorry. We are
Oh my
taking
god,
this-
let's do an episode on that, please.
I love it. I
love
will be there.
He was playing Danganronpa. I'm like, whoa, I didn't new era.
Yeah, no, he does
I
a lot of
guess.
commentary. Trixie,
Oh,
Yes.
how do you handle
Wow.
brain rot, for example, from the younger
Well.
slang such as skibbity toilet or Ohio Riz?
Well, my camel toe oh shit is a zoomer. When I watch the streams and it's just references
Yeah.
nonstop, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to throw it back. Like I want to bring crunk back. So I just want to bring back old slang that people used to use. So now they won't know what I'm
Yes.
talking about either. So we can
Right?
just all be confused.
back
That's
full
how I
circle.
feel about it.
Come
It's
back full circle,
groovy.
Yes. God dang it. And Layla. Well done,
Yes,
Malice, once again.
Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany.
How do you handle brain rot? For example, younger slang such as skibbity toilet or Ohio Riz.
Looks immediately over to Koseki Bijou from Hololive, who
Oh,
sprouts this
God.
all of the heckin' time. So I am in a position where I am consistently hearing it on a regular basis just purely because of who I follow and what pops up on my feed.
Right.
And so as a result, not only do I know it, I sort of like have this sort of like some I will go along with and some I will not because I'm just
Thinking
like,
that you
no,
got
that's
with
just
a wrestler.
you're so bow bow.
You're
my
so
You're so
God.
beat
skibbity.
tax.
Guys, please. Oh my God.
I just wanna be your Shiorine. Like more often than not, if there is a thing that is out there that is like younger slang, if someone like Bijou turns it into a VTuber thing, I will quote it unironically because it becomes a bit more funnier and also it annoys my friends. So yeah, some I do, some I don't. I adapt to it quickly.
You can always just watch
This has
90 Day
been such a good
Fiance. I
episode.
mean,
This
That's
has
true.
probably been
Yo.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. This has been one of my favorite ones.
Aw.
I will say though, I'm also all in for like bringing back all the stuff because every now and then when people try to be really obnoxious with it, I just be like, all right, who wants to watch Outlaw Star?
Oh, I love
So,
Outlaw.
let's
Outlaw
go.
Star.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Understand. You
Oh.
don't understand. That is my favorite anime of all
Such a good
time.
And I get. Okay, I love the fact.
started VTubing right here for this
I love-
moment in time.
Sorry, I love the fact that you just said that Outlaw Star is your favorite anime. That was the very first anime I ever watched. No
Aw.
joke.
God.
Nice.
So
Yes,
that's
Cartoon
awesome.
Network.
Let's
It has
go.
anime. It has everything. It has a talking cactus. It has the best cat girl of all time. It has a
yes, it
spaceship
does.
with
Oh,
a
yeah.
gun. It has like
Clan.
guns with Aisha, my wife.
I love her.
Kataro.
Oh
Yeah,
my
God.
god.
Yes.
This was like the whole purpose of me being on the internet. I'm in.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a moment. I won. I won V2.
Final question for this subject. Layla,
Okay.
do you feel
Yeah.
VTubing is great for an older crowd to get into as a content creator, and why?
Ooh, see, that's a tough one because honestly, I feel like that comes down to preference more than
Mhm.
anything. Like, and like each and every single one of us is different and have our own reasons for not just doing content creation, but
Mhm.
whether we choose to do face cam or VTubing. Like for myself, I know for me it was a case of gender dysphoria, transitioning. I wanted to do something where I didn't have to worry about my physical face being on show, and so that was my go-to for wanting to go into VTubing. So, but in terms of like an age, I feel like again, there's some fears and nerves around it because am I too old for doing VTubing as mentioned earlier? Am I missing out? Am I running out of time? Honestly, just try it. Genuinely, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting into it, and I don't think that people who are in the older bracket like us should be like shunned away from giving it a try. I think if you want to go for it, go for it.
Okay, all right. Let's see here. Trixie, do you feel VTubing is great for an older crowd to get into as content creators, and why?
I do because I like the secret is I know we talk about we joke about like hags and stuff, but in the grand scheme of things, we're not that old,
Yeah, we're not. No.
compared to like some of the younger like when we do this again when we're 60, when we have the Coven head talk and when we're 60 years old, and we're, like,
Oh
living
my
at nursing
gosh.
homes,
Yes.
then we will be old. But yeah, you know what? Do it. Get a PNG. Why not? If you don't like it, you can always just not do it. Life's short. Try everything once.
Yeah.
Even VTubing.
Wild Spice, do you feel VTubing is great for an older crowd to get into as content creators, and why?
I do, because I feel like it is a very fun way to do content creation if you are somebody who has like confidence issues and things like that, especially with how you look. I think it's a great option to still do what you want to do. And I feel like with VTubing too, especially, it's a lot easier, I feel like, to collab with people and just get to know people. Where with like just from being like a face cam streamer and stuff, I feel like it's a lot harder to like connect with people and be able to say, hey, let's all stream together or something. Where VTubers is like, let's go, let's be anime people on the internet. So yeah, It's I think it's great. I think it's a great option, especially if you are somebody who's older and you're like, I want to try this. Like, it's fun for sure.
Geronimo, do you feel VTubing is great? Also, yes, we are going to be opening. You are free to ask questions for our guests because we're getting into the closing part, and we're just in time. We're doing really well, really well despite the hiccup. Do you feel VTubing is great for an older crowd to get into as content creators, and why?
I do, because at the end of the day, it's like, listen, I lived my life. I'm tired. I want to play my games, and damn it, if I want to be an anime person, I'm gonna be it because I can afford it. I can budget it, and guess what? I can do it.
Let's go.
I can do it because
Damn right.
it's so funny because when you're growing up and you live, even when you're in that awkward phase where it's like, hey, I'm in college, but I have to go stay at home during the summers with mom and dad. No, guess what, mom and dad? I moved out of your place. I'm married. I got a spawn. Okay. I wipe my own butt. I pay my bills. Let me have this. I think this is a great thing. It's like being young again. And I think it's actually like it keeps me young. My community keeps me young. My son keeps me young. And what's great is, like, because of my community, I am able to have this moment where just for this set time, at least, I'm not 36-year-old scrubbing tables, vacuuming, and all this other stuff. No, I get to sit here, play games, and be with them and love them. And in that moment, I am back at being young again. My knees don't hurt so damn much. So yes, I think this is great. I think this is a great opportunity for older people.
And finally, Tal, do you feel VTubing is great for an older crowd to get into as a content creator, and why?
I do actually, but I'm gonna go down a little bit of a different path because it technically does. It technically works with everybody, but I'm using it for us specifically. I actually want to go down the path of it's a really good way to actually socialize and meet new people because let's be dead honest, as we get older, unfortunately, there are sad things that can happen in our lives. We drift apart from family, friends, and loved ones, and again with you. No, but but don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Feeding you for spice.
But
we have to break y'all up over there. Back to the bouncer.
But as time goes on and things happen, sometimes we get in a really bad place. And honestly, as easy as it is to just hit a button, obviously there's a little work that goes into it when it comes to being a VTuber. I mean, starting out as a PNG would be a start. So you kind of need that motivation to be like, well, why don't I just hit the button and do a blank screen? So let's skip that part and let's say that you developed enough courage to be like, you know what? I think I want to join all these fun people that are having a good time jumping around, being silly, and being who they want to be as an anime character. So when you hit that go live button and you're able to just kind of let loose. Obviously, like everything else, it starts out slow, but once you get that one person that's like, "Hey, how are you?" It's just that can be the one thing that turns that frown upside down, and you just have the most beautiful smile for the rest of the day. And it's like that could be the thing that you look forward to growing up and being like, I've lost a lot of people. There's been good times, there's been bad times. I've had a good life, but you know what? I might as well go out with a bang. And I have a lot of people that actually want to have me in their life. They might not be within arm's reach, but I'm glad every time I can go live and just enjoy their time and stay with them and have fun, regardless if it's for an hour, 5 hours, 24 hours. If you want to do something like a charity stream or something, the older you get, sometimes you just get that time and you get to enjoy it with so many people around the world because you never know who you're going to make friends with. And it's a beautiful thing.
100%. I like that answer. I like that
Thank
answer.
you.
Like your
Yeah.
Everyone's answers have been so.
Thank you for getting up
wonderful.
off that toilet.
Thank you. The stain is still here. It's hard. No, is that corn? I don't know.
Okay, all right, you ruined it immediately. God damn it.
Damn right I did it. I am proud of it.
Do we have any questions for anyone in the audience, which is our AKA our chat? If you have any questions, shoot your questions now. I'm going to. Okay, question. There we go. First question. Do you find it taxing to adapt your sense of entertainment and content to a fast-paced, easily consumable vibe of? That's a long-ass question. Easy consumable vibe as in the of the younger generation. Okay, let me shorten this one. Do you find it kind of rough to adapt your content to a younger generation in a consumable rate? We're gonna start with Wild Spice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez.
No, you
Yeah, a
good,
little
Cheshire.
bit. Yeah, a little bit because I'm a talker. I'm a yapper. I like to talk a
Mhm.
lot. So I could talk on and on and on and on and on, and then it's like, but how do we make that easily more consumable?
Right.
Yeah, like I feel like it's really hard, honestly, at times. It just depends. Like depends what you're doing too. Like I
Mhm.
feel like it's easier if you're doing like a collab with people and y'all are just having fun and you're playing like Mario Party, for example. Like stuff like that, I feel like it's easier, but if you're like just yapping away to chat or you're streaming a game that's more involved, I feel like it's a lot harder.
100%. 100%. Trixie, same question. Do you find it taxing to adapt your sense of entertainment and content to a fast-paced, consumable vibe with a young generation?
Oh God, yes. I don't even really know how to make content. As of right now, I just get on and I stream and I play in a game and it's like, oh well, you have to package it. You have to put it on for TikTok. You got to put it on for YouTube. You got to make your Twitter post, and it's like that's a lot of skills because I was never a content creator before I was a
Mhm.
VTuber. So it's just like kind of throwing in the deep end. So yeah, I have trouble with it. At some point, I would like to, get a work pipeline going. But there's a lot of skills, especially when you're indie, that you don't know that you need to have going in. And so when you come out, it's like, oh yeah, you really do have to know how to wear a whole lot of hats at the same time. That part is tricky. And I don't necessarily, it's not so bad that I would I saw that. But it's not so that I would change anything for sure. But as far as like, the numbers of getting a bigger community, a more active community, there are like just a little bit of things blocking that just because if people don't know that you exist, they're
Mhm.
not going to come see you, not
Right.
because you're bad or anything, but they don't know you're there.
Mhm. 100%.
Yeah.
Geronimo. Let
Mm.
me go back, scroll up.
I see it. It's okay. You don't
Go
don't
for
worry,
it.
Tiffany. You take some water, you breathe. I got you. Uh, I I don't really find it taxing because when I do my content,
Mhm.
I guess the best way to put it is I already, like I said earlier, I start off saying, listen, I'm doing the best I can, okay? I'm old and we're going to roll with this. We're rolling with the punches. You're not coming into a younger stream. If that's what you're looking for, Twitch has amazing streamers who can entertain you. But at least in this area, this is what I do. This is what I have to offer. If you're not fond of it, then that's okay. Not everybody's going to like the same tea, and that's
Mhm.
okay. And I can't stress that enough because sometimes you'll have people come in and they're just like, oh, well, I don't like this game you're playing. It's like, it's okay. There's millions of others to go other
Right.
games. And you know what? That's why we have those options, and it's okay.
Mhm.
And that's so when it comes to do I find it taxing to adapt? I don't I don't want to say they have to adapt to me, but like if you're coming to my stream, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm playing. If this isn't your cup of tea, that's okay. I'm not offended. Thank you for saying hi. Go have a great day. Um as far as the youngins, it, oddly enough, I have my Discord and my community is 15 plus. So I do have
Mhm.
some youngins. And I'll tell you what, they know what days are for them. Hey, we're doing Fortnite. Boom. They have popped up. The skibbity is on the characters
Oh
and they're
no.
there. And it's so funny because my mods know. Because they're like, they're here for the toilet. I'm like, I know they are. So when it comes to the younger generation, and I even see this with my son, he's got ADHD, and you know what? When he doesn't want to watch something, he changes the channel. And that's just all there is to it. So I try not to stress too hard about it. I have my regulars, and then I've got others who, hey, this isn't my cup of tea. I don't want to watch a horror game. That's okay. Go ahead. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later. Hola.
Tal, same question.
Hi.
And to get before you start, Shyborg, that's actually one of our final questions. So I'm glad you asked it, but I'm actually gonna warp it to how you asked it. So yeah, Tal, same question.
That's going to be our last question, but I'm stealing yours.
Yeah.
It's my thing. Look at the question there. I
That's
have
what
it
great
back.
I
authors
can't
do.
read. I'm old.
That I
Um,
can't stop because I can't read.
I'm gonna go down the route of agreeing with everybody about yes, it's actually very challenging as time goes on, and we dealt with it recently when Twitter X had the falling out due to the AI and stuff like that, and a lot of
Oh
people
God,
moved
yeah.
to a lot of people moved to Blue Sky. It was mainly a lot of artists and stuff like that. Then some influencers went over as well. Once again, boom! There's another social media outlet that just got added to the platform. Do you know how many people I saw that were literally making a post on Twitter and then it was literally a copy and paste right onto Blue
Yeah.
Sky, and it's just
Yeah.
like it was just like son of a bitch, like another place that I have to go to. Freaking, don't you laugh at me.
I'm
It's
laughing.
just
I'm
how
laughing.
dare.
You ain't got no.
But like what do we have now? It's freaking it's Twitter X, it's Blue Sky, it's TikTok, Facebook if you really want to. There's other places that I don't know, like there's other places that I really don't even know about and people just kind of go all over the place. It can definitely be a little overwhelming. However, I'm also going to dive into what GK said, Geronimo, and basically agree that it's content that's focused around us. So at the
Mhm.
end of the at the end of the day, at
I was
the end of
agreeing
the
with you.
At the end
I
of
know.
the
I
day, the day's
listen.
gotta
Listen.
end.
I did it to Wild Spice twice. I had to do it to someone else. Okay,
That's
but
fine.
but no. At the end of the day, it is our content.
Mhm.
So it may not get us the best exposure. Hold on, I'm doing air quotes here. It might not get us the quote unquote best exposure, but at the end of the day, we got to be like, what do I actually want to do?
Mhm.
Uh, do I want to? Do I want a YouTube channel with shorts on it, or do I actually want to post my VODs and just call it a day? Do I want to edit them for TikTok and Twitter and Blue Sky? Do I not want to do any of that and just, hey, here I'm on Twitter and meet me on Twitch at this time. Here's my schedule, and then you pin it for the rest of your life, and whatever happens, happens. You got to do what makes you comfortable because it's going to get overwhelming, and I'm sure we can all agree on that. No matter what, everything is going to overwhelm you at one point or another. So I agree with both points. I agree with everybody. It's just I definitely have to say that it's really hard as you get older. That's the end result.
Yeah.
Layla, same
Yeah.
question.
Okay, so for me, I definitely see where everyone is coming from on this one, and I mostly agree with it because, as you've all said, it's our own content at the end of the day. How we go about pushing it out there is ultimately up to us and what we are able to do with the time afforded to us. For me, myself, if you'd had asked me that like at the start of last year, I would have said it was incredibly taxing. Now that I've had a couple months to sort of like um be in a much better environment now, so like got myself a schedule going again, it's nowhere near as taxing as it used to be. I'm able to get a lot of things out a little bit more easily, a little bit more quickly. It would still be nice to have something like an editor along on the side, so it's like I would then have to prioritize less on that. But first and foremost, that is pricey and
Mm.
uh, pricey to do. Um, but at the same time, I'm actually enjoying doing it at the moment. Like I've had more fun creating like little clips and shorts and VODs in this past 2 months than I have done in years, and I don't find it's going by as quickly as I thought it was, as I've been fearing it would be for the past couple of years. So I definitely understand where everyone is coming from, and there are definitely days where I'm like, okay, I need to take a break because things are moving a bit too quickly.
Hmm.
But more often than not, lately, it's been a case of actually I'm fine with this. I'm able to push this out quite nicely, and everyone's enjoying it, and people are liking what I do, and that's ultimately all that matters for me. If people enjoy what I put out, I'm happy.
Nice. All right, rapid fire question real fast. Tao, what's your favorite video game?
Oh
Of
my
all
God!
time, all
Favorite
time,
video game?
All time.
Oh gosh.
All right, this is gonna be a different one. Catherine, if
Oh.
anyone's ever
Huh.
played
That's
Catherine.
fair.
All
That's
right.
a good pick.
Okay.
You would.
Wow.
What do you mean I
alright.
would?
You would.
Geronimo, what's your favorite video game?
Yeah, what's yours?
I like Little Nightmares.
It's a dumb answer. Move on. No.
Wild Spice, what's your favorite video game? Wild
Oh
Spice,
my
what's your favorite
God.
video game?
Final Fantasy 9.
Good, very good answer. Nice, I like
Very
that.
nice.
Trixie,
Nice.
what's your favorite video game?
Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh,
That's a
Layla,
good
what's
one.
your favorite video
Yay.
game? Don't you dare say Final Fantasy 14.
So about that.
Okay.
Um,
15 minus 1.
You know what? Fine. I'll throw a curveball. Splatoon 1 because it got me into commentary and the story is actually really good.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Nice,
Okay.
huh?
We're at our final two questions because I know Wild Spice has to go. So let's get our final two questions out the way. So someone asked, I'm gonna modify that one real fast. Hold on. Where is it?
We're doing it live.
Oh my god, it was green text. It was green text. There it is. Okay. Here we go. What tips can you give to older VTubers that might want to become a VTuber in the future? We'll start with Geronimo.
Okay.
Just do it. You've already this long. Just do it.
Wild Spice.
Yeah, do it. It's a lot of fun. YOLO and all that jazz.
All that
No,
skibbity
but really, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's skibbity.
Layla.
skibbity.
Yeah. If you want to become a VTuber, as everybody else has said already, freaking go for it. Give it a try. You know, if it's not for you, then hey, you can at least say you've tried it. Also, if you really want to get into it properly, watch other VTubers because you'll be surprised at how much variety is on show, and chances are you'll find a category that they're doing that you will want to do as well. And then it becomes a question of how do you make that unique to you? What can you bring to the table? It's natural to feel nervous or afraid about it, but honestly, it's more welcoming than you think it is.
Truth.
Trixie.
Okay, mine is gonna be a design thing. Think of it like you would if you've ever played D&D. Think of it like you would a backstory. Simple hook, like Candy Witch, Time Night, or something like that. Do not throw your whole entire like novel into like your one character. Make the design simple, because if you make your design simple, you can get more fan art because artists will enjoy drawing it. And you will save money because you will not have to pay because there's a fee for more extreme designs.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
keep it simple, silly.
Mm-hmm.
Tao.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely think if you want to try it, absolutely get into it. I will agree with Layla on this one, where if it's not for you, then at least you tried. Be happy of that and pat yourself on the back. But honestly, it's huge. I'll keep it quick, but when Tal got brought to life, when I originally got my first PNG, it was one of those things where it was like, write out what your description is, and I literally maxed out the characters at 2,500 exactly for what I wanted Tal to be, and just seeing him brought to life is such a joy. Even if you don't even if you don't do too much with the character after you get them created, it's just such a nice feeling to be like, wow, this is me, kind of deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
And our final question. We're gonna start from Layla. Where can we find you?
Oh, so for me, you can find me at TK_Layla. That is on pretty much all social. So that's Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. I'm missing one. I'm absolutely certain that I'm missing one. Oh yeah, and obviously on Twitch because of course. Pretty much I come to you with a lot of different things every week. I'm currently in my variety phase, so there's a lot. You'll probably see 14 at least once per week because it still anchors around that somewhat. But yeah, I would be more than happy to make your acquaintance. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Trixie, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch at Trixie_Einstein. You could also find me at on Twitter. I refuse to call X under the same. And I also have a YouTube I'm not using. I also have like a couple my old VODs, but that's linked to my Twitch. Yeah, I'm currently in my variety streamer era. I'm trying to find a niche. I'm trying to do 3 days a week, so come by. I apologize for my potty mouth in advance. I'm trying to swear less, but I do swear a lot. But yeah, I'll be happy to have you. Come be a Labrador. Come on.
Thank you, Mouse, for shouting everyone out individually. I appreciate you. Wild Spice, where can we find you?
On Twitch, I'm Wild Spice, and then on Twitter and YouTube, I am Wild Spice VT, and I do also have a TikTok that's just Wild Spice. And yeah, I also stream 3 days a week, RPGs mostly. Right now, we're playing through Super Mario RPG, and then eventually we're gonna start another replay of Final Fantasy IX. I've played through it twice on stream already.
Nice.
We're gonna play it again.
Are you going for Excalibur? Are you going for the Excalibur run?
The third Final Fantasy?
No, I love Final Fantasy IX.
Are you going to go for the Excalibur run, or are you just going to do a regular playthrough?
Oh, I don't know. I might. I haven't ever done an Excalibur run, so maybe. And then otherwise, I'm playing Honkai Star Rail. The end.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Geronimo, where can we find you?
You can find me for the most part either on Twitter or right here on Twitch, Geronimo Kiddo. Unless it's Twitter, then there's Geronimo_Kiddo, because that one person, you're out there. You take it out.
I feel that.
You don't even use your account.
Oh,
Yep, I feel that.
Yep.
But, and for the most part, right now this year, the wife wants me to do Wednesdays World of Warcraft with her, and little man keeps telling me I have to do Fortnite again because I've got to stay cool, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta stay cool.
And finally, Tal, where can we find you?
Hi. You can find me on Twitter mainly because that's where I do a lot of my posting. That is Talamar_VT. If you want to watch VODs of previous streams or just relax with silly content, it would be the YouTube, youtube.com/@King_Talamar. And of course, the main place that I do streaming is Browntown. I mean Twitch. Twitch would be twitch.tv/King_Talamar.
All
And-
right. And that is
Nice.
this episode of Coven Talk. Small announcement, Coven Talk will be getting a name change because there is another Coven Talk, and I don't like to intrude, but we will be revealing that name in 2 months. And
Nice.
this was such a great episode. Thank you to all my
I had
guests.
so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
glad
you
you all
Absolutely.
had
Thank
fun.
you very much
I'm
for
so-
having us.
I'm
This was a
glad
blast.
you all had fun. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 5.
Here's a number between
Hurry
1
up.
and 5. It's
Geronimo,
Woo.
I need you to pick someone to raid.
Oh goodness! I know. Man. Let me minimize. There we go. Okay.
Wild Spice has to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam Gamer.
Is it Sam Gamer?
101. Sam Gamer 101.
Okay, is it okay.
SAMGAMER 101.
101. Okay. Is there symbol a yellow-haired hedgehog? Is that a Sonic character?
They're a Mobian. They're
Okay.
a Sonic character.
All right,
Hey,
let's
let's
go.
go.
It's
All
very
right.
good.
Hell
You
yeah.
ever shout out
Live
for it,
and
too?
All
learn.
right.
Hanging on the edge. Sorry.
Thank you. No, you're good. You're good. Thank you all for joining us today. This is the first Coven Talk of the year. Our next subject will be VTuber artists. We'll be bringing people who are VTuber model makers and getting their stories about how making a model. February will be Valentine's Day, when we're gonna have VTuber couples, and then of course Black History. So if you would like to come and join me on the first Thursday and the last Thursday of every month on my channel, please take the time to follow all these amazing guests. And because this episode was so good, we're gonna do a part 2. Anyway. Talk to y'all later. Be good to one another. Treat your loved ones closely. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sweet
Take
dreams.
care.